Let's keep this winning streak going.
Committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from making yourself
Hi, everyone. We've got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. And how about we check the numbers for Brandon Ingram?
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. MP out there with Emmanuel Quickley, and it's Ingram in at the 3. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market, but with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love him. And here's Cunningham after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Quickly against Cunningham. Out to Harris. Launches it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Cunningham. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. And that one is good.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Darko Rajakovic had a few moments to share with me before. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Pirtle Pirtle against Duran. The three from Barnes. Cans it from downtown. Barnes has got 6.
In the always evolving game of Barnes, I like seeing him wasting no time there, letting that one go.
Well, we know it's been tough to win in Detroit for the Pistons. They've changed coaches again. Just 2 playoff appearances, Shams, in the last 15 years for this very proud and historic franchise. But there is, I feel, as you look at that franchise, hope. Do you see it as well?
No question, and it really starts with Cade Cunningham. I'm told the Pistons organization has all the confidence in the world in Cunningham. The first pick in the draft in 2021, he averaged 23 points, 8 assists per game, 6'6" point guard. Cunningham is someone the Pistons brass is very confident can be a franchise player, and he is their cornerstone moving forward.
He is a good starting point, I would agree. Now, Ivy, following the three-point attempt by MP. Barnes passes to Marshall. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. He's got 5.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
On the wing, Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham outside. 5 on the clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Barnes looking around. Here's Ingram. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Milwaukee. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
Now, here's Ivy. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. On defense, the Raptors, 7-point differential. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with this?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time, usually in busy seasons, tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And yes, it's good.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Yeah, that was a $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
And there's the bucket from MP. And it's 9 points for MP.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Harris against Barnes. And Pirtle sends it back. And it's quickly in the corner. Pass to Pirtle. Ingram wide open. Drains the 3-pointer. Ingram's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Quickly against Cunningham. And Harris wide open. He shoots and just miss after miss right now. Toronto leading by 14. Here's Barnes. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. There's Boucher, comes in for Pirtle, and R.J. Barrett subbed in for Marshall. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Detroit with the ball. They trail by 18. No good from Beasley. Quickly looking it over. Here's Barnes. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. To the paint. He's looking for Duren and finds him. Over Boucher. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score. And it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Ingram finds Boucher. Quickly the bounce pass. Ingram with room to shoot. Duren pulls it in.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done, but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding.
Taking two shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So for the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Harris. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Ivy. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pistons trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Beasley. Stewart with the screen on Barrett. Here's Beasley. That one misses. Nice D from Barrett.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Inside, Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now, here's Duren. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Ingram outside. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Pistons trail by 19. Beasley with it, picked up by Barrett. It's blocked.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Grady Diggs checked in for Brandon Ingram. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Schroeder finds Thompson. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Raptors leading by 19 points. Here's Barrett. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Now here's Schroeder. Nothing on the board. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Quickly with it. 8 points his last outing to the middle. And the dunk by Dick.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates. Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Toronto ahead, delivering the blowout. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Isaiah Stewart out there with Desar Thompson. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And Beasley has the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Hurdle, and again, it's Toronto converting.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pistons.
That free throw missing. The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. And he sinks the second. Toronto's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Pirtle dishes to Marshall. Pass to Mobo. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Schroeder passes to Stewart. Toronto grabs the miss. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Shams, like us, you travel all over the country for the NBAs. You go to the games. You're talking with the general managers, the coaches, the big-name players. That aside, do you have a favorite city that you like to visit?
You're putting me on the spot here, Kevin. Listen, I love going to L.A. because you see multiple teams coming in with the Clippers and the Lakers. So I love to be proficient. I love being efficient, Kevin. I love making the best use of my time. What's your favorite NBA city?
I've got 3, and it's been 3 since I got in the league in '82. I like Miami, I like New York, and I like Boston. Every city has got charm, right? But those 3 cities have kind of stuck out to me. I enjoy it a lot.
Those are the best of the best, Kevin. You're picking the best cities in the league. We got to go to Sacramento one of these days. Let's go to Charlotte.
I love Sacramento. I had a chance to go to Sacramento one day. I love Sacramento.
Those crowds get rowdy. I was there for their playoff series against the Warriors when they snapped a 16-year drought. Those fans are the loudest that I've seen since I've been coming here.
They love their Kings. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And it's Schroeder missing.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Pass to Marshall. The 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Quinnie. It's Beasley on the wing. Stewart, a screen for Beasley. 5 to shoot. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter. MP inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. Marshall gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. That one goes. Count it. Schroeder's got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
MP outside. Pirtle against Stewart. Now here is Pirtle. Defense right on him. And here's Marshall from the arc. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
The shake. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. He's got 6.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Back to Ingram. Pass to Marshall. The shot. Rebound by the Pistons. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Ingram kicks to Marshall. Shoots over Schroeder. MP, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Schroeder dishes to Hardaway. And the 3 off target. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Walter. And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. The Pistons shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Bounce pass, Schroeder. On the wing, Hardaway. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Pirtle pulls it down. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors to the inside. And MP with the basket on the assist from Ingram. MP's got 24.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Kicks it out to Beasley. A three-pointer is right on target. Beasley's got 8 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Schroeder against MP. Teardrop shot. Pirtle inside. This game he had 10 points. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Ingram finds MP. Another miss by MP. Detroit's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Duren. He had 22 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Beasley with a screen on quickly. And a wide open look for Cunningham. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Raptors shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Back to MP. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. 27 points for him.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Now Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
MP against Duren. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto, they like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Detroit, 3.5 back.
And I think for Toronto, it's been the kind of start to their season that a lot of experts were predicting. And by that, I mean a very strong start.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And stolen by Ivy. Takes the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's MP. He has 30. And now the fast break. Ivy with the ball. That shot missing. Good D by Barnes. And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
Mercy. Scotty Barnes. That was nasty.
Harris outside. Launches a three. The shot by Ivy, no good.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
It's stolen by Duren. Now Detroit moving it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. He hits the second from the line.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Pass to Ivy. Misses the three.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Harris looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Barnes. Harris, good. Harris has got 5.
And that mid-range jumper, Harris's go-to shot before he developed the consistency from range.
Boucher with a screen on Thompson. And so it's Toronto with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the Celtics, Clash of the Titans. Going against the best team in the NBA. You have to minimize your turnovers, take good shots, and make big plays and big shots. That's a lot to ask, but that's what it's going to take.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Toronto Raptors.
Well, you look at all the assisted buckets. I like how they're working together. Ball movement and selfless play can be infectious.
Excuse me, are infectious and contagious the same thing?
You're the doctor. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Cunningham for three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Marshall passes to Pirtle. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the basket is good. Quickly's got his second basket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Count the basket. 6 points for Cade Cunningham.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Quickly with a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Harris against Barnes. Harris, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Harris. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Marshall kicks to Quickly. Screen by MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Harris outside. Ivy on the wing. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Ivy's got 9.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Ingram outside. Screen by Pirtle. From deep. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Ivy on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Down low. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
The speed makes Thompson such a threat with the ball in his hands.
To the middle. Here's Barnes. An easy 2 points on the layup. And that's 20 points for Scotty Barnes.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Ivy with it. Now guarded by Ingram. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Marshall passes to Barnes. Hurdle with a screen on Ivy. A three from Barnes. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And here's MP for three. No good that time. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Now Pirtle inside. Here's Marshall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Marshall's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
To the inside, Harris. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a three. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Quickly. Toronto working the ball around now. Marshall can't hit. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 14 feet away. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Barnes outside. Marshall with it. Lets the three fly. Detroit with the rebound. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break. Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Barnes, good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Here's Pirtle, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Barnes against Harris. Now here's Duran. He's covered closely. 4 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Out to Harris from downtown. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Quickly in the corner. MP with it. Duran picks him up. It's deflected.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duran. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively.
Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Barrett. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. The Pistons shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu, was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Then for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Harris. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Asar Thompson. Schroeder looking around. Beasley for three. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they could put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. B.A. thanks. Hits the three-point bomb.
Silky smooth with that jumper. Hardaway Jr.'s mechanics are what make him so deadly.
Barrett the pass to Abaji. And the layup falls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Outside Hardaway. Shoots it. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
That's his first personal foul.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And free throw good from Walter. The Raptors making a switch here. Dick's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. The Pistons shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pass to Stewart. Now Hardaway.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Take a break.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And the first one drops. Detroit making a switch here. Hollins checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Here's Walter. Right side Barrett. Pass to Walter. Clock at 6. Fires it up. And again, Toronto no up. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Now Hardaway. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Hardaway has got 12 points in the game.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
Pass to Barrett. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Beasley sets a screen for Schroeder. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Boucher. Now Barrett. Boucher in the post. Stewart on him.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Now here's Hardaway. 12 points for him. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Toronto Raptors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Fontecchio in at the 4 slot. Hardaway, no good. Toronto shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Pass to Shed. Here's Abaji. And he makes that one.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Schroeder passes to Stewart. And here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And that one's good, Abaji.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Schroeder with the ball. Hardaway for 3. Alter pulls it in.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Mobo. A three-pointer, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Schroeder, left side. Now Beasley. For the 3. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Here's Shed. A 3-ball. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Pistons. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Schroeder passes to Beasley. Shoots over Walter. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by Schroeder. Raptors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. To the paint. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Fontecchio. Now here's Hardaway. Schroeder outside. Beasley sets a screen for Schroeder. Back to Hardaway. Fires from deep. Walter pulls it in. Walter's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Castleton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Stewart passes to Cunningham. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Shed. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Beasley from past the arc. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Here's Shed. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. Shed's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Beasley outside. Shoots over Walter. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. Not going to go that time. Cunningham with some nice D. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Tim. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Wing shot on the way. Here's Castleton. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Cunningham. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Shed. Here's Abaji. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Pass to Shed. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Holland. Cunningham on the wing. Outside Hardaway. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Beasley.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Detroit making a switch here. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Beasley. Pass to Barnes. Jacks up a three. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got 28.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Here's Harris. And nothing is falling for him right now. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Totally in rhythm with his team. Barnes goes up high for that alley-oop.
Pass to Ivy. Puts up a deep three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Ivy. And he lays it straight in. Ivy's got 5 points in the quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Pass to Abaji. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
Cunningham gets the bucket. And here is Barnes. With the drive, and he banks in the layup. Barnes has got 36.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Duran. Harris outside. Thompson for the triple. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Walter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Barnes. And the layup's good off the glass. Barnes has got 38 points.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Now, here's Ivy. Three-pointer. Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Scotty Barnes.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Back to Quickly. Barnes screen on Cunningham. A three from Quickley. It doesn't go for him. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.